I was a double who was kept by a rich man for 2 years, but I tore up the breakup agreement worth $50 million with my own hands, and even ignored Dominic's humble attempts to keep me, and even burned all the photos of my double period in front of him. I didn't know what Jiang Yubai was thinking about when he was eating, and I didn't know what conspiracy he had reached with a mysterious person. I only knew that after class, I saw Dominic coming to pick me up at the door. To be honest, I was a little surprised. Elias was back, and Dominic should have been with him. I looked at the clear pinholes on Dominic's arm with his sleeves rolled up, and couldn't help asking, "Are you feeling unwell recently?" Logically, he shouldn't have so many pinholes. Dominic just said lightly, "Well, nothing, just a headache." He asked me, "What do you want to see me for?" I felt helpless. We have been together for 2 years. Is it possible that I am so unacceptable to him? I said, "Not really. I think you should be with Elias. You promised me before that you would let me go as long as I did my best. It's time to fulfill your promise now. I don't like being someone else's substitute." Dominic's hands fell towards the steering wheel angrily. He was angry, but I didn't know why he was angry. He asked me, "You are so eager to leave. Am I not good to you? Isn't it better than you being in the Shin family?" I looked at him and said seriously, "I just can't wait to leave. You are good to me, but you are good to someone else through me. This is sad. Dominic, you are drunk. You shouldn't be unable to distinguish between me and Elias. Maybe you have never felt that every time you look at me, there is Elias in your eyes. You will add walnuts to the breakfast you make for me. That is what Elias likes to eat, but I am allergic to walnuts. There is a sandalwood scent in the room you prepared for me, which is exactly the same as the smell on Elias, but you never asked me. I don't like that smell. Your so-called careful preparation is actually not for me, but just deceiving yourself." But I never said it. I still accepted it without hesitation because I am a substitute. I don't ask for too much, but now the real owner is back. I hope you can let me go. I prefer to be myself. At that moment, I looked at Dominic, and his throat of fate seemed to be tightly grasped in my hand. He didn't know what to say, and I also knew that everything he had done carefully in the past 2 years was hurting me step by step. And I finally spoke my mind. Dominic was silent. He didn't speak, just said, "I know, I'm sorry. I didn't know I would make you so distressed. I will let you go as we agreed. Now go back first." I shook my head and said, "No, I have something to do today. I have to go to Moon's place. You can just put me down now. You can go back to Elias. I wish you happiness." Dominic thought I was lying, but he didn't know that I really had something to do, and it was Moon who found me. I got into Moon's car, and as soon as I got in the car, I clearly felt that the smell was wrong, not the usual smell. It was more like the smell in the Lin family's house. I asked Moon, "Doesn't disinfectant have the same smell? Why did you smell different today?" Moon was not panicked at all, helped me fasten the seatbelt, got closer and said, "Why? I can't have any other hobbies besides the smell of disinfectant. Change the smell, change the mood. Your nose is quite sensitive, just like a dog." I smiled and said, "You are quite good at complimenting people." Moon said, "Okay, don't care about such details. It's my birthday today. I didn't invite anyone else. I just invited you to spend it with me." I was a little surprised and said, "Birthday? Then why didn't you tell me earlier? I didn't prepare a birthday present for you." Moon said, "It doesn't matter. Receiving gifts is so vulgar. I don't like it. You can cook, make dumplings, and make noodles. I came up with this." I nodded and said, "Yes, you just want this. You have the ingredients." Moon said, "Of course I have. I can't wait to try your cooking skills." I leaned against the car window and fell asleep. I was so tired and sleepy. I couldn't figure out why I wanted sleep as soon as I saw Moon, but I didn't doubt anything. I trust Moon very much. Apart from my mother, Moon is the only person I am willing to trust. When the car stopped, I woke up and pressed my temple. I felt really dizzy. I looked at Moon with a sad look and said, "You are still more suitable for the smell of disinfectant. Don't use this perfume next time. It smells uncomfortable." Moon said, "Okay, I will never use it when I go down." His eyes were so gentle that you could squeeze water out of them, and they were full of doting. He knows me very well and knows that I like this kind of gentleness. Anyway, in my heart, he is a good person. Since he is a good person, there should be no problem for him to use a little trick. Walking into the villa, I found that there was only one person in the spacious villa, and I didn't even see anyone else. I asked Moon, "Why is there no one in your house? Aren't you very rich? Don't you rich people like to have a lot of people and enjoy being taken care of?" But Moon said, "I like to live with you. Too many people make me uncomfortable. Isn't this just right?" And he picked up the apron and put his hands around my chest. We were about the same height, and his chin almost touched my shoulder. His mouth was also very close to my ear. When he spoke, I felt my ear itchy. I couldn't help but reach out to touch it, and accidentally touched his red lips. But I didn't feel any haze in the atmosphere. Only Moon felt that the fire in his body was very agitated. The other party was still an ignorant child, but he was a normal man. What a seductive little goblin, seducing people without knowing it. But Moon certainly wouldn't show his feelings. He calmly tied a black apron around my waist with the straps. My waist was too thin, and the string drooped when it was tied. I turned around and looked up at Moon and asked, "What did you want to tell me just now?" Moon took a step back, distanced us, and said, "Nothing. I just want to tell you something. In a few days, I will leave to study for a long time. I will not be here anymore. I don't know when we will meet next time." I felt a little disappointed and said, "Really? That's a pity. I will never see you again. If my waist hurts, no one can massage me." Moon said, "I will try to finish my study as quickly as possible and come back early. You have to protect yourself, understand?" I nodded, took out the dumpling skin, put it in my palm, and concentrated on making dumplings. I went into the water and made a bowl of hand-rolled noodles for Moon. I put the noodles in front of Moon and beat 2 eggs for him considerately, saying, "Try it and see if it tastes good." Moon looked at my bowl of noodles, which was just like a clear soup except for a piece of green vegetable, while his bowl not only had 2 fried eggs, but also a lot of beef. He wondered how there could be such a stupid person in the world who didn't think about himself but what others were doing. Moon didn't choose to use his chopsticks directly, but scraped some of the meat in the bowl into my bowl. The same goes for eggs. Try to remove the yolk and put the egg white in my bowl. I looked at him and said helplessly, "You don't need to do this with me. You know that the person who takes out everything he has is the most humble. Be nice to yourself. People always have to learn to be selfish so that you can live longer." Moon said, "Eat it, the result of your own hard work. You have to taste it yourself. I hope you won't be so thin when I see you next time. Too thin. It's uncomfortable to hug you." I smiled and said, "I starved my stomach when I was a child. It's hard to absorb, so I can't gain weight. I guess I will be like this when you see me next time." Moon looked at me with some distress. He didn't expect that I would give such a reason. The person he held in his hand had such a miserable childhood. He opened his mouth and wanted to say something comforting, but I blocked him. I said, "Try it quickly. It won't taste good if it's clumped. Don't comfort me. The past is the past, and the present is the present. People should look forward, not look back, otherwise it will be very painful." Moon tasted it, nodded, and said, "It's delicious, almost like what a professional chef makes." He took a few more sips of wine, then suddenly stood up and went to his room to get a bottle of osmanthus wine. After taking a dozen sips, there was a refreshing osmanthus fragrance. Although it is not stunning, it has a fragrance that can overwhelm the 9 autumns. I was a little tempted, but I knew that I was not good at drinking, so I was afraid that I could not taste such a good wine. Moon said, "Try it. This is what I brewed myself and treasured for many years to have such a fragrance." He took out the wine glass and was about to pour it for me. I quickly shook my head and said that I don't drink. If I get drunk, I won't be able to leave. Moon said, "It's okay, don't worry, just sleep here. You don't come here often anyway. I will tell Dominic, but you are a free man now, and Lou can't control you," he said as he poured. The color was as clear as a ruby, and the taste was sweet and fragrant. Only 2 rounds are needed to make people intoxicated. 3 cups of wine, and dreams should be sweet. I took a glass of wine and took a sip. I found that the wine was fresh, mellow, sweet, and refreshing. There was a very pure, sweet-scented osmanthus fragrance. I couldn't help but drink a few more sips and was completely immersed in the sweet-scented osmanthus. But I didn't notice that there was a hint of guilt in Moon's eyes. He regretted a little. At the beginning, he used drugs on me. How could he use such dirty, despicable, and vulgar means on such a clean child? It's a pity that everything was for gain. If I didn't use those means, would the other party look at me the same way? He should stay away from me like everyone else. Moon would feel guilty, but not regretful. He will be done perfectly so that the other party can't see it. After I finished drinking, I became dazed. When I looked at Moon, my eyes were out of focus. After a while, I fell asleep on the table. Moon's mouth was smiling, and even his eyebrows were rippled. This is the feeling of being trusted by me. It seems pretty good. Moon held me in his arms. It was really light. The sudden suspension made me feel insecure. My hands naturally wrapped around his neck, and my head rested on his chest. I could hear his heartbeat clearly. Moon's rationality was being disintegrated by me bit by bit. His heartbeat was also fast, and his body temperature was rising. I felt a little uncomfortable and pushed him to say that it was hot. I mumbled a sentence, and there was no more. Moon took a deep breath and put on his body. The restless breath was suppressed. He really wanted to have an active and in-depth contact with me now, but now is not the time, so he can only wait. He gently put me on the bed. I immediately lay on my side. It should be a habit. A black mark appeared on the exposed arm again. Moon stretched out his hand and rubbed it. He thought he had a lot of experience, but he had never seen this butterfly mark. He slowly approached me, and his voice was a little magnetic and gentle. "What does the mark on your hand mean?" I raised my hand and covered myself with the quilt. "This is rejection." Moon didn't expect that I would reject it so quickly after using it a few times. When has the effect of his medicine been so poor? "Answer me, Asher." Moon didn't want to give up. "It can't be said. This is a secret. You can't tell anyone." I spoke at this time, and the pronunciation was very clear, but the voice was a little lower. Moon didn't force me, but just took a closer look and remembered the mark. If the other party didn't want to say it, he could check it himself. He would definitely dig out his secrets bit by bit. "See you next time, my little thing. I will come to pick you up next time." Moon gently kissed my forehead before closing the door and leaving. I vaguely felt someone touching me, but I was too sleepy to think about what happened, and soon fell asleep again. When I woke up, I found that Moon had disappeared long ago, and breakfast was still on the table. The people of the Lin family were respectful to me, and their attitude was particularly good, which is why I like to come to Linza. At least here, I can feel a little warmth. "Master Shun, do you want to go back to the Academy of Fine Arts, or go somewhere else?" The driver asked me. I thought about it. Today is Saturday, and the teacher doesn't have classes so early. It's boring for me to stay in the Academy of Fine Arts now. There is no need to go back to Dominic at night. Anyway, we have no relationship. Let's go to the orphanage. I suddenly remembered that there were many children waiting for me to see them. Yes, the driver nodded. I sat in the car, looking at the scenery outside, thinking about the children in the orphanage. They're always so innocent, and they are very happy every time they see me. I also like to be with them, which can make me forget the complexity and troubles in life for a while. As soon as the car stopped, the children in the orphanage began to look around, and when they saw it was me, they all rushed up. "Brother Asher, you are here. We all miss you so much. You haven't come to see us for a long time. We want to hear you play the piano, and we want you to bring us delicious food." The children talked to me in a flurry, and each one was very enthusiastic. "Okay, come one by one. Brother misses you too, and I have brought you delicious food. Go to the trunk to get it yourself. Let's go in first, okay?" I touched their heads lovingly, and my heart was warm. "Brother, we're going to make dumplings for you today. I hope you will like them," a little boy said, pulling my hand and taking me into the house. "I like them. I will like them as long as they are made by you." I followed them into the house and saw the familiar piano. My heart was suddenly filled with happiness. I turned on the piano and looked at these innocent and romantic children. I thought to myself, it's great that I still have the ability to do something for them. As my fingers pressed on the piano keys, the cheerful melody echoed in the house. My piano sound is very vital, which makes this group of children feel the truth, goodness, and beauty in life, and the beauty of life. "Brother, open your mouth and try it." This is what I made. A little girl blew the dumplings intimately and handed them to my mouth. Other children also imitated her movements, showing me their dumplings and feeding them to my mouth in a large pile. My mouth was so stuffy that I could hardly speak. "Children, if you feed him again, my brother will have an upset stomach." A gentle male voice floated from a distance, interrupting the children's enthusiasm. "Brother Jiangji, why are you here? Today is really a good day. Both brothers are here. We are so happy." Half of the people went forward to pull the boy named Jiangji. I hope the two brothers can get to know each other. I looked at him, wearing simple casual clothes. His eyes were round and bright, and when he smiled, his white teeth were exposed with a natural boyish feeling. The breeze rushed towards me with a scent of roses, which was the smell of a teenager, which was more invasive. "Hello, my name is Orphan. I just graduated from college and haven't found a job yet, so I came here to help and kill time." He extended his hand in a friendly manner with a bright smile on his face, looking silly. "Hello, Asher. I have been here for a long time, and I am glad to meet you." I smiled at him and felt that he had no bad intentions. Looking at the reaction of the children, it seems that they like him quite a lot, so I let down my guard. "Well, Brother Shun, please give me more advice in the future." Orphan immediately changed his name and regarded me as his senior. I didn't think it was strange. I have a more easygoing personality and won't care about these things. We're like good friends, and we get along well with each other. "Okay, I have classes to go to today, so you can play with brother Jiangji. I'll see you next time. I said goodbye to the children and prepared to leave. Goodbye, brother Shun. Be safe on the road. The children said goodbye to me in unison. I turned around and ran with my school bag. I was chatting with Orphan 2 excitedly. I forgot about the class on the way. I received a call from Simon. Hello, Simon, what's up? Under normal circumstances, Simon would not call me on his own initiative. I was the one who went to find him. I was a little surprised and a little nervous. I don't know what he wants to find me for. It's me, Elias. Brother Gene, and asked me to ask you when you can pick up your things. Elias' voice came from the other end of the phone, and I was stunned for a moment. It turned out that Dominic asked him to ask. Oh, I will go to get it after class. Put it there first. Anyway, there is nothing to take. If there is nothing, I will hang up first. I have a class today. I hurriedly finished and hung up the phone, feeling a little disappointed. But I also know that this is a matter of time, after all, between Dominic and me. There is no longer the kind of feelings we had at the beginning. I just hope that he can live happily. Even if it is not because of me, I ran to class after hanging up the phone. I know that the teacher will not blame me, but it is against the rules to let the teacher wait for the students. When I arrived at the door, I coughed violently, my eyes were red, and I took a few deep breaths before I felt smooth. My lungs are not good, and my body is not suitable for such intense exercise. In order not to worry the teacher, I waited for a long time at the door to make sure that I didn't see anything wrong before going in. I whispered, feeling a little guilty, "Teacher, I'm sorry, I'm late." As soon as I entered, Professor Venier was already there. When he saw me, he showed a kind smile on his face. "It's okay, you are my student. I allow you to be late. You don't have to say sorry to me. You are sorry for my chicken soup. If you don't come, it will get cold." He gestured to look at the pot of chicken soup. Come quickly, taste it, see how good my cooking is, whether it suits your appetite." Professor Venier, like an old mother, took me a bowl and served me soup. I carefully took the bowl of chicken soup, which contained wolfberry, ginseng, and Rehmannia. I carefully tasted it. It was a little bitter, but at least I felt sweet in my heart. How is it? Is it delicious? Professor Venier is eager to get my praise. I am afraid he will be happier than winning the award. It tastes good, especially delicious. The teacher is really amazing. Even cooking is so good. I held the bowl and drank all the chicken soup in it. I will stew it for you every day from now on. Look at your small arms and legs. You don't have much meat on your body. It will be gone in the wind. Professor Venier has been very kind to me for 2 years. My piano skills have improved under his guidance, but he always thinks I am too thin. Okay, teacher, can I move in with you tonight? I will take care of you in the future. Anyway, I have nowhere to go, and it is impossible for me to go back to the Shun family. And I have already left Dominic. Really? That's great. Shouldn't it be like this a long time ago? We can play the piano together in the future. Working together and having someone to drink tea with me. It's great, or let's move now. Professor Venier couldn't help it. He always hoped that I could stay with him. Now he finally got what he wanted. I looked at his happy face, and my heart was filled with warmth. Maybe this is my new beginning. Almost in such a moment, I felt warm and relieved. The teacher really treated me as a family member and really liked me. I felt needed in my heart. Okay, since the teacher doesn't dislike me, let's go. I held the teacher's hand, and 2 lonely hearts were entangled together. Maybe from this moment on, I will never be alone again, but I forgot that a person will leave. No one will stay by your side forever, waiting for you to grow up. When Simon saw me, he felt a strange feeling in his heart. Maybe he was happy for me. The life of a substitute was finally over, and I could eat what I liked. Live in your favorite room, no longer bound, and run freely. Master Shun, this should be the last time to welcome you. I have prepared your things, and I have also packed a box of small gifts for you. Simon will never say a word to keep me. Fate has given me another chance, and I should seize it bravely like now. Seize this opportunity to walk into the palace of happiness. Thank you. I stood at the door and didn't even have the interest to go inside. Since I decided to move forward, I shouldn't look back. I can give up everything. Look, seeing my attitude of letting go, Dominic felt a slight pain in his heart. He still couldn't bear it. He finally let go of his pride and took a few steps to the door. If nothing unexpected happens, this will be the last time they meet. Dominic walked for a long time to get to the distance of a few steps. Once we get there, we will be separated. The 50 million in this card is the compensation I promised to give you. From now on, we are even. I'm sorry. I know it's useless, but I still want to say it to you. At this time, Dominic was like a lion with his fangs put away, eager to get my forgiveness. and the sentence that has reached his throat but can't be said, "Can you stay?" My eyes are still those peach blossom eyes, and there's still that tear mole at the corner of my eyes. The difference is that I am smiling at this time, and my eyes are like the crescent moon in the sky. But this love is not only for myself, but for him and Elias. I wish you happiness. I will accept the card, and it doesn't matter whether you forgive or not. I turned around and gave Simon a hug, gently. Thank you, Simon, for your care, and goodbye. Goodbye, Master Shun. I hope you be a good person, give you a happy city, and long songs warm your life. In just a few words, Simon fully expressed his feelings. I hope the young man will experience the sufferings of the world and be happy and joyful for the rest of his life. Dominic, see you later. I have nothing to say to Dominic. I don't owe him anything. He has played Elias for 2 years and is tired. Teacher, let's go. I will definitely be filial to you in the future. I took my things and embarked on a new journey in life. My back is still as straight as when I first saw it, and there's been no change. The only change is that my back now is more relieved. When passing by the supermarket, the teacher got off the car and bought a lot of things, including desserts. He didn't know my taste very well at first, but later he took some effort to memorize my preferences. He was busy in the kitchen alone, and he didn't want me to intervene no matter what. He must cook for me and make delicious food for me. The table was full of food that I liked. This should have been a dream, and the things in the dream finally came into reality. I choked up a little, and I missed my mother a little. How happy it would be if I could be treated like this by my mother. I didn't defend myself, and the bowl in my hand fell directly to the ground. The sound of broken glass scared me. My body reacted before my brain, and I squatted down quickly and picked up the glass pieces on the ground desperately. I kept mumbling, "I'm sorry, sorry." Professor Venier was obviously a little at a loss. Isn't it just a broken bowl? It's not an antique. There's no need to be so scared. He stretched out his hand to pull me up, and I became more and more scared when I saw the hand gradually reaching out to me. I tightly protected my head with both hands, like a frightened kitten. "Xiao Yin, it's me, it's the teacher, it's okay, it's okay. The teacher doesn't blame you, it's true. Get up quickly, don't hurt your hand." The only thought that came to Professor Venier's mind was, "Fuck you. Who on earth hurt his students like this?" My eyes were red, and tears were overflowing from the corners of my eyes. My eyes revealed fragility and grievance. She said pitifully, "Teacher." Her voice was soft and sticky, with a little crying tone, and she felt extremely aggrieved. "As long as the teacher is here, no one will bully you anymore. As long as the teacher is here, as long as the teacher is here, my little Yin will not be bullied. Don't cry. If your eyes are swollen tomorrow, it will not look good." Professor Venier felt so distressed for me. How much suffering my little body had endured. He didn't know how much grievance he had suffered. The only thing he knew was that the boy in front of him needed a sense of security, love, and care. "Don't cry. The teacher will get you another bowl. Try whether the teacher's cooking is delicious and whether it suits our little Yan's appetite." Professor Venier patted my shoulder, then slowly got up and scooped me rice again. "Come, try it. This fish is delicious. This meat is also delicious. Both are sweet." You try it quickly, holding the chopsticks, and kept picking it up for me, and finally picked up a full bowl. Professor Venier can't change my past. He can only use all his means to make me feel safe. "Teacher, enough. I can't finish it. I don't eat so much. I looked at my full bowl. I didn't know where to start, but my heart was filled." "How is it enough?" "Young man, you're still young. Eat more. You don't eat as much as a cat. I will try to make you fatter. You're really too thin." Venier also gestured to me the size of his wrist, probably only this big or this big. "Okay, listen to the teacher. I will definitely try to make myself fatter. I am content in my heart. I didn't tell the teacher about my bad stomach. It is a bad thing to make the other party worry after all." After eating, Professor Venier led me into a room. The room is mainly light green, and there is a piano in the room, black, which is more low-key than the one in the Liu family. "The teacher has not prepared a room for you. After looking around, this is the only one that suits you best. Take a look at what kind of decoration you like. Tomorrow the teacher will have someone come to change your room to the color you like." "No need, teacher. I like it very much. I like this style. No need to change it." I am moved by the teacher's inquiry to me, which has given me great respect. However, I dare not ask for too much. I am afraid that what I get now will not last long. It will disappear easily, and it will also be easy to break. "Well, take a good rest tonight. The teacher needs to be a judge tomorrow. Whatever you want to do, just go. Relax well. Don't push yourself too hard." Professor Venier really treats me as his own child.